This is your News Source Evening Bulletin for today, Thursday, the 28th day of October in the year 2021. I'm Gordon Mosley, and here's what we're tracking tonight. Double murder accused Capildio Gangadin remains underrun tonight after escaping from the Lusignan prison this morning. In a statement, the prison service said the man was discovered missing at around 4 o'clock this morning, and an alarm was raised immediately. According to prison officials, it is suspected that Gangadin escaped by tampering with a housing unit set up at the prison for quarantine purposes. The man managed to scale the fence by passing tower guards and made his escape through the dump site and bushes at the back of the prison. A joint services search team was immediately activated, and the search of the surrounding areas turned up empty-handed. Prison authorities are said to be embarrassed by the escape, and an internal investigation is to be conducted into the lapse of security that allowed the prisoner to make good his escape. Gangadin was charged a few days ago with the murder of Strathspey youth Chris Prasad, who was stabbed to his chest during a robbery at his father's business place. The suspect was arrested the same night with the youth's gold chain in his possession. He was also charged last week in connection with the murder of a fisherman more than a year ago. He was on the run for more than a year in connection with that case. The Guyana Police Force and the Guyana Prison Service are asking for anyone who may have information about the whereabouts of the wanted man Capildio Gangadin to make urgent contact with the nearest police station or call 911. More news coming up in just a moment.
It's been a long time coming. Overdue, some might say. But now that it's here, it will change life forever. And it is here to stay. The future is now. Transforming Guyana into the 21st century. Introducing GTT Fiber. Experience internet connectivity like never before. Speeds you deserve at prices you can afford from a name you can trust. Sign up today. GTT Fiber is here. GTT. Together, we rise faster.
It's one of your biggest goals, getting your own home, where memories are made, where happiness lives. You may feel that home ownership or renovation is beyond your reach, but we at Republic want you to know that there's always a way. Ask us about our suite of mortgages. Let's help make your housing wishes come true, or advise on how the equity in your existing home can finance other dreams and goals. Call or go online to learn more.
Exciting news! All 12-ounce yellow cab Buster are now only $100. Buster, live in
come
full
get
color.
Your Buster, Buster $100. Come get your Buster, Buster $100.
Mobile Delvac and all other mobile lubricants are distributed by Salt Guyana Inc. Mobile Delvac and all other mobile lubricants are distributed by Salt Guyana Inc.
Let GBTI make your dreams of owning a home a reality. Buy or build your home with us. Let us help you to completely outfit your home and make it move-in ready. Need to purchase land? We finance that too. Benefit from our 10% down payment and interest rates as low as 4.25%. Calculated on the reducing balance with up to 30 years to repay. Switch your mortgage to us and learn about benefiting from the equity in your home. Invest wisely. Apply online or call your branch to schedule an appointment. GBTI, we see Guyana through your eyes.
Turning now to the oil sector, the recently arrived Eliza Unity oil production vessel will not get into full operation until late next year or early 2023. When it does, ExxonMobil Guyana does not foresee some of the problems that have dogged Guyana's other oil production vessel, the Liza Destiny. A gas compressor issue on the Liza Destiny has resulted in that vessel being forced to flare natural gas above the recommended levels, angering environmentalists who have expressed their concern about the pollution. During an interview on this morning's Jumpstart program on 94.1, ExxonMobil Guyana's production manager, Mike Ryan, explained that the new FPSO has a different design, and therefore the compressor issues being experienced by the Liza Destiny will not occur with the new vessel, the Liza Unity.
You know, the the FPSO is designed to handle liquids up to, over 200,000 barrels a day. But initially, the first number of months, we're very focused on first getting the vessel moored to the seafloor. And so it's connected. It's a spread moored FPSO, just like Destiny. And so that's the first task. And then we have to connect all of the risers, the production risers and the gas and water injection risers. And once we have all that done, we're going to very methodically start to introduce some hydrocarbon to the facility. And we use that small amount initially, not full capacity, in order to utilize the gas to help commission the gas handling systems. And that's when we compress and inject the gas back into the reservoir. So over the period of 2022, we'll be bringing on production, increasing production towards the end of the year and into 2023, really, before we get to full rate.
Earlier this year, ExxonMobil Guyana increased its flaring level on the Liza Destiny offshore when a compressor got damaged. Despite efforts to repair and replace the damaged compressor, the flaring problems persisted, and an entirely new system is now expected to be installed. Exxon has set itself a year-end timeline to fix the issue.
The Liza Destiny team has worked extremely hard. We are now, injecting, compressing, and consuming over 96% of the gas that's being produced offshore in Destiny. We have our new flash gas compressor due to arrive before year end and installed, and we'll get to that background level of flare, which is, injecting or consuming well over 99%, which is the design capacity. So we're not quite there. We've made a lot of improvements. With Unity, we have been working hard over the last number of years on taking those lessons learned and applying them and ensuring we start up safely, reliably, and meeting our expectations.
A few months ago, the company was forced to pay the Environmental Protection Agency $400 million in flaring fees. Those fees were paid as a result of an amendment to the Liza Phase 1 environmental permit, which saw an installed fee for increased flaring activity at the Liza Destiny operations. The amendment was instituted in May and initially stipulated that the operator pay $30 per ton of carbon emitted. Let's tell you now that a senior official of the Local Government Commission has been asked by the Commission to proceed on administrative leave while it probes a complaint of sexual harassment in the workplace made against him. The Commission met today and decided that the official should proceed on leave from tomorrow. At a meeting earlier this week, the Commission was divided on whether the official should be sent on leave while the probe was being conducted. The complaint was filed against the senior official by a female staffer of the Commission. In the complaint, the staffer detailed sexual advances allegedly made by the senior official at the workplace. It was claimed that when the advances were turned down, the official allegedly started to complain about the quality of work that was being produced by the staffer, and even revoked permission that was granted for vacation leave. In the complaint, the staffer told the Commission that several times they were made to redo work that was already completed, and they believe that was in response to their decision to reject the sexual advances and request for an affair. The Commission has not yet given a timeline for the completion of the probe, but it is likely that statements might also be taken from other staffers who have also complained about a senior official's behavior at the Local Government Commission. In the world of politics, as the PNC Reform's leadership race heats up, contender Joe Harmon, who is the opposition leader, believes that his main rival, Aubrey Norton, should be disqualified from the election race over statements that Norton recently made. Mr. Norton recently hinted that several of the persons who publicly endorsed Mr. Harmon might have been coerced into doing so, and the decision was not their own. But Harmon shot down the suggestion and dismissed it completely.
What nonsense is that? This is the kind of disrespect that the candidate has for young people. I'm sure that those young persons will be able to answer him. Because certainly, if you treat people, young people who are at that level, with that level of contempt, and the way in which you have no regard for their opinion, then what would you do with the rest of the party?
Appearing on the program In the Ring on social media, Mr. Harman, who received public endorsements from a number of first-time opposition parliamentarians, said he believes he is best suited for the job of leader of the PNC. He believes too that he's being supported by the young MPs because of his leadership qualities.
I believe that these young people are capable, are able to make their own decisions given the facts that are before them. And if you consider them to be acting under some form of duress, and this is the way they act, then I think you have no regard or no respect for them. And this must definitely disqualify you as a leader of a great party like the People's National Congress.
The race for the PNC leader and new executive has been heating up in the past few weeks. And though Mr. Harman has been receiving public endorsements, Mr. Norton has been working quietly behind the scenes to shore up support from party groups across the country and in the diaspora. Multiple sources have confirmed that current party chairperson Valda Lawrence will not be contesting for the position of party leader. Several persons who supported Ms. Lawrence for the job have been pushing Mr. Norton's campaign on social media. Earlier this week, Norton took to the letter pages of the newspapers to defend his record of reaching out and playing a role in growing the membership of the PNC. Faced with the expiry dates for thousands of second-dose vaccine shots fast approaching, the Ministry of Health is appealing to persons who have already been administered a first dose of one of the COVID-19 vaccines to return for their second-dose shots. Minister of Health Dr. Frank Anthony revealed today that there are over 139,000 persons who are still to return for their second-dose vaccine shots to be fully vaccinated. He reminded that a person can only be considered to be fully vaccinated after receiving both doses of the COVID-19 vaccines. Dr. Anthony said Region 4 is the only region where more than 50% of those given the first dose have returned for their second dose.
So when you look at how much person got their first dose and how much got their second dose, there's a difference of 139,000 people. So there's still a lot of people who need to come back to get their second dose vaccine.
The health minister also explained that there is a large batch of vaccines that will expire at the end of November, and the Ministry of Health is therefore hoping that persons will return for their second dose shots. While more than 70% of Guyana's adult population has received the first dose of one of the vaccines, only 47% overall have returned for the second dose to be considered fully vaccinated. The health minister said there are available second dose shots for all of the first dose vaccines that have been administered. Meanwhile, the National COVID-19 Task Force is examining whether to make it mandatory for a person to be fully vaccinated to travel to Guyana. Currently, travelers are welcomed with just one dose of one of the COVID-19 shots. The minister said many countries are moving in the direction of only welcoming persons who are fully vaccinated, and Guyana may soon have to move in that direction also.
Farfan Mendes is committed to promoting development through quality, service, and integrity. Customers are guaranteed genuine products, reliability, and excellence in service. Their corporate head office at Providence affords you the added convenience of a spacious showroom with secured parking. Farfan Mendes continues to offer their valued customers a wide range of genuine and affordable German-engineered equipment. They're leading the way in clean, green alternative energy solutions with industry-leading brands of solar equipment. So visit their showroom at Providence and enjoy efficient and courteous service. Farfan Mendes, offering you solutions you can depend on.
Mobil Special and all other Mobil lubricants are distributed by Sol Guyana Inc. Mobil Special and all other Mobil lubricants are distributed by Sol Guyana Inc.
It's one of your biggest goals, getting your own home, where memories are made, where happiness lives. You may feel that home ownership or renovation is beyond your reach, but we at Republic want you to know that there's always a way. Ask us about our suite of mortgages. Let's help make your housing wishes come true. Or advise on how the equity in your existing home can finance other dreams and goals. Call or go online to learn more.
We've got exciting news! All 12-ounce yellow cab Buster are now only $100. Buster, live in
Come
full
get your
color.
We are legions of men standing strong, but never too proud to stoop and help someone. We must send a clear signal to all. Do right, walk in upright ways, knowing that's what being a man is all about. And ever aware that things will only get worse when good men do nothing. Stand strong. Be the one to live right.
It's been a long time coming. Overdue, some might say. But now that it's here, it will change life forever. And it is here to stay. The future is now. Transforming Guyana into the 21st century. Introducing GTT Fiber. Experience internet connectivity like never before. Speeds you deserve at prices you can afford from a name you can trust. Sign up today. GTT Fiber is here. GTT. Together, we rise faster.
Fuel it up and drive, Super 95 to the. Fuel it up and drive, Super 95 to the. Protect your fuel system, boy. High mileage and performance, boy.
Guy Oil Super 95 gasoline gives you more reasons to drive and is available at 56 service stations nationwide. For affordable price, high performance, and high mileage, choose Guy Oil's Super 95 gasoline.
Fuel it up and drive.
Across the region tonight, as several Caribbean countries battle their highest rates of COVID-19 infections and deaths, the Pan American Health Organization says 29% of the CARICOM population is at a higher risk of developing severe strains of the disease. It is a consequence of those CARICOM citizens having at least one underlying health condition. At the PAHO weekly press conference briefing on COVID-19 in the Americas, Incident Manager for COVID-19 Dr. Sylvain Aldeguerri said the data shows that comorbidities are a factor associated with severity. He said based on studies, PAHO knows that 22% or approximately 145 million people in Latin America and the Caribbean have underlying health conditions. Over the past week, the Americas reported its lowest COVID-19 figures in over a year, with 800,000 new cases and 18,000 related deaths. New infections and deaths are decreasing across North, Central, and South America, except Belize and Paraguay, which experienced a rise in new cases. While many of the Caribbean's larger islands are experiencing a downward trend, smaller islands like St. Kitts and Nevis, Barbados, Anguilla, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines are now reporting their highest number of infections and related deaths. Trinidad's Prime Minister Keith Rowley has confirmed that the global supply chain clogs at major US and UK ports will have a very serious ripple effect on the importation of goods to Trinidad and Tobago. According to international reports, the ports in Los Angeles are so clogged that up to yesterday, some 200,000 cargo ships were waiting to enter and offload. Other ports were facing much of the same situation, with long lines of cargo vessels waiting to offload, load, and leave, but unable to move. It is estimated that the busy global Christmas time goods delivery will be impacted, and consumers in the US and the UK have been warned that it will be months before the situation is back to normal. The Prime Minister of Trinidad said the Caribbean will also face the similar problem. And finally tonight, international news. Facebook has changed its corporate name to Meta as part of a major rebrand. The company said it would better encompass what it does as it broadens its reach beyond social media into areas like virtual reality. The change does not apply to its individual platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, only the parent company that owns them. The move follows a series of negative stories about Facebook based on documents that were leaked by an ex-employee. That employee has accused the company of putting profits over safety. In 2015, Google restructured its company, calling its parent company Alphabet. However, the name has not caught on. Facebook boss Mark Zuckerberg announced a new name as he unveiled plans to build a metaverse. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. I'm Gordon Mosley, reporting and encouraging you to stay safe.